let's go ahead and transition. There was a list that you wanted to talk about, and it had who are the top 10 QBs and wide receivers heading into 2025, man. So I think that's actually pretty dope. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, and we could go ahead and discuss it on our end real quick. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my end.
Yeah, this is a list that is based off of the 2024 season.
Let me
Fox
get it.
Sports.
All right, man. So top 10 wide receiver duos. So we could just go over it and give our opinions and how we feel about it, man. So coming in at number 10, man, they got Tua and they got Tyreek Hill, man. So, Rob, man, you made a list, man. How do you feel about that, man? Congratulations, dog. The Dolphins made a list, man.
Well, here's the thing, Herbie. It sucks that this list comes out after last season as opposed to 2 seasons ago. Or I guess, the list from 2 seasons ago wouldn't be as relevant without last year. Regardless, I feel like if Tua's healthy and Tyreek are healthy, that they'll be way higher at the end of this list because I mean, if you really think about it, the two previous seasons as opposed to last season, Tyreek's first 2 years here, you could easily argue they were a top 3 to 5 quarterback wide receiver duo, especially when you look at the
Easily.
numbers impact.
Easily.
But to see them even still ranked is nice when you consider the season that we had. Consider Tua missed the bulk of the season. Tyreek was injured, dealing with his own drama outside of football. So the fact that they're number 10 on this list actually doesn't bother me when you consider. I think Tyreek Hill had like 4 or 5 touchdowns last year, so I can see why they rank so low. I can see it.
That's one of those things where they still have to respect the people and what y'all have done. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, are you, I'm not going to say afraid, but are you concerned that last year is indicative of what's going to come going forward with these two? Do you feel like defense is caught up to the system, to what you guys were trying to do, which is why it was so hard to get those big plays last year?
Um, Based on my vantage point from what I've seen from the team last season, it does seem like teams seem more hip to the Dolphins' vertical attack. But if there's one thing that I was happy to see is that the Dolphins did, and the Dolphins were able to adjust to it. Right, we played a much more concise, conservative style of football. Tua had some really, really awesome games where he didn't even throw deep like that. Like he was just surgically moving the offense downfield. And if that's the way we have to play football moving forward, Herbie, as long as we have a running game, it can be effective, right? Without a running game, it's really hard to win that way. But when you can run the ball for 4 yards, throw a 6 yard pass, run the ball for 5 yards, throw a 5 yard pass, you can make that work. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how the Dolphins are going to kind of go with their offensive philosophy this season. But the other part of it is too, Herbie, if the Dolphins can get the running game going, I think it'll unlock the Dolphins' deep passes again, right? Because teams will start to have to respect, our running game. They'll have to respect us throwing short underneath, which, what that does is it creeps in, the front seven a lot closer and split safeties out wide, right? And if we have success running the football, Herbie, now you're forcing teams into single high, which gives you more one-on-one opportunities, which teams played us with a ton of cover two last year. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Dolphins probably saw more cover two than any team in the league outside of maybe the Chiefs. So when you look at, the way teams have learned to play us, it's on the Dolphins to have to adjust to it. And a big part of it is just being physical in the trenches and being able to move the ball at the line of scrimmage.
All right, man. All right, coming in number 9, man. So number 9, CJ Stroud and Nico Collins, man. So I thought they would be a little bit higher because, man, y'all lucky. Y'all lucky Nico missed them 4 or 5 games, bro. Because he was giving DBs hell.
Hell,
That boy was giving
hell.
DBs hell, bro. So I'm surprised they came at number 9. But you have any opinions on them as a duo?
I'll say, man. I mean, you said it. As long as if Nico Collins was healthier, I'm sure they would have ranked higher on this list. Obviously, he is the number one target for CJ Stroud, and I expect them this season to kind of rank a little bit higher by the end of it.
All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and let me see. Give me 1 second.
Yes,
And
sir.
then, all right. So, bam. There we go. All right, let's go down the list a little bit more, man. Coming in number 8, man. Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers. All right, y'all got to put some respect on Nico, man. Like, y'all not finna tell me Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers is a better duo. I guess they're saying Lamar Jackson himself is overly like they're weighing. They have to be weighing Lamar Jackson higher, like so high, and then. You feel me? Because you're not gonna tell me that that's a better wide receiver.
Well, you know what it is, Herbie. The thing with Lamar, they could have put Lamar and like replaced like Zay with anybody. They could have put
Yeah, pretty
Lamar
much.
and Mark Andrews. They could have put
Yeah,
Lamar. Pretty much, you know, like
there has to be. There had to say like Lamar is so amazing, bro. That we just whoever he was just gonna take his best receiver, dog, to put him at the day spot, which is a testament to Lamar Jackson, bro. Because that dude was fucking amazing, bro. Number 7, man. Y'all, man, we got some Glazers, bro, at Fox Sports, man. We got what they Commander fans over here, dog. Hey, stop glazing, man. Hey, stop it, man.
Scary
Jada
Terry.
Daniels and Scary Terry. Now, granted, I have been, as somebody who was an NFC East fan, I have been praising I've been singing the praises of Terry McLaurin for the longest. That dude is one of these dudes who has produced with bad quarterback at the bad quarterback at the bad quarterback. He produced with Sam Howell, man. Get that man all pro every year, bro. What are y'all talking about, man? Like, get that man a first team all pro for that alone, bro. So I respect it. But again, I think because they want to have certain people like I know Jada Daniels is amazing. He is in very high air when we do get to our QB tiers. So he's amazing. But I think this is another one where they're saying, hey, Jada Daniels is so good that he's bringing his wide receiver with